think you just squeeze banana. Would you watch the banana song video and relearn it, please? No, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Anyway. No, I got shit to do. I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze the peel, it comes in. Squeeze banana. Get my leaderboard up. We have some stuff to talk about before we begin. First of all, this last week we had an unprecedented number of members here on the channel. That led to an unprecedented number of videos nominated for this week's React show, which is great, except it also led to an unprecedented number of people who ignored the rules. You know, there are rules for nomination. I post them up every week for a good reason. You know, I want to be sure that the stuff that people are nominating is stuff that we can actually watch. And sadly, this week, there were a lot of cases where some stuff that was nominated could not be watched. Oh, yeah, content ID! Content ID! Content ID alert! I will say this one more time as well. I don't make money on the videos on this channel. Just to reiterate this, they all get claimed or get flagged as unsuitable for advertisers, which makes no sense because a lot of the videos I'm reacting to are monetized on YouTube. So how is watching those videos not suitable for advertisers if the original videos themselves have ads?
What?
It doesn't make sense, but that's just how YouTube works. It's not exactly the most efficient website. Since I make no money on the videos, it is your support during these live streams that makes this channel viable. So for example, super chats, memberships and gifted memberships and tips are what actually make this weekly React show viable. So I hope that you guys would consider, if you're having a good time today, if you like the weekly React stuff, if you could contribute to it, I would really appreciate that. That's not begging, that's advertisement. Also keep in mind we had 2 long-form React events in the last month, with the Machinima event as well as my 15th anniversary. So it seems people want me to kind of lay off from long-form events in the month of September, which I'm okay with. But that also means there's going to be less content on this channel in September. And therefore, again, you know, it's going to be critical that you guys support the content in whatever way that you can. Please consider tipping me. Why? Because if you tip me, any funds you tip me, I get right away. I get them literally right away. I can put them into my bank account. The past 3 straight days, any tips you guys have given me, I've deposited straight into my bank account, outside of just watching videos that are going to be demonetized, okay? Just you're trying to be transparent with all of you. I appreciate you guys have actually supported this channel a lot in the last couple of months with those memberships, and we lost a few. It'd be great to maybe get back. Remember, the record we had was 150. That's the most members we had, 150, okay?
Campaign. They're part of the story, but you get to play them in the way that you want to play them.
Who are you looking at? The camera's here. Why are you looking over there? Hello, David. Hi, David. We're all right here. Can you look at us? What are you looking at? Who the fuck is off camera here?
Those who like stealth gameplay, some additional mode that
what are you
lives
looking at,
alongside the
Robert?
campaign.
Hello?
This is intertwined
Robert,
with the story.
Maybe if you put less hair gel in your hair, you'd be able to look at the camera. Hello? How you doing, bro? And early 2011 that I finally grew out my hair. Because quite frankly, I find it annoying, like, to have to wake up and brush hair and do hair and shit. And I stopped doing it. When I first started on YouTube with the long hair, I put hair gel in my hair every day. I can't do it anymore because I started breaking out with rashes and stuff in the back of my head. So I can't do it no more. So at this point, I just don't really care. But yeah, I find it incredibly, not incredibly annoying, but at least I like to be able to wake up. Well, my hair's done. Versus, oh, I gotta wake up now. I gotta brush and style and do all this crap. Excuse me.
Starts the mission, they are given
Oh my
a loadout,
God, this is
but as they
stupid.
go through and play, they'll be encountering new weapons.
When the player starts the mission, they have a
loot.
big smile on their face like this, and they look off camera. Because why would I look at the camera when I'm talking to you? It would seem like I'm actually speaking to... Oh, how you doing?
You need to pay attention out here.
You need to pay attention out here, buddy. Would you like pork fried rice?
Oh my God, so
Rebecca
racist.
Shang.
See now, once again, back then, this is very old. This is 2010, so this is over 13 years ago was when this playthrough was. It was actually, this playthrough happened when I had lost my job. And so this was one of the first playthroughs I had done. Okay? So this is like 13 years ago. Back then, that kind of humor, no one was offended. No one. No one came to my videos and were flagged. Oh my God, I can't believe that he said that in the video. It's so offensive to this culture or that culture. No, everyone liked it. They thought it was funny. YouTube was a different place back then. And then over the years, people get more and more sensitive, and they can't take that kind of humor anymore. Now, keep in mind something. Back then, I said, who would win in a fight, Positive Phil or Meanie King of Hate Phil? I don't know, because they're the same person. But what I would say is the person who, me of the past, was a very toxic. Toxic is the best way to describe Phil of the past. I was someone who had a following. I was someone who had momentum. And I used that momentum, sadly, in a lot of cases to misspeak about big subjects. Like, I was playing for myself. Really. Even though, obviously, people were going to watch the videos. There was no live audience. There was no interaction with a stream audience where I would talk with you guys or whatever. It was just me talking to myself constantly. So imagine me playing a game and I have to fill this dead air. This game has a lot of dead air. No one's even talking. You're just fighting zombies. So constantly I would try to fill the dead air with comments like that. And people would find it very fun. Because they're like, wow, here's a guy. He's just dicking around in the game. He's not taking himself seriously. He's just enjoying himself for what the game is. And he's off the cuff, ridiculous comments, but they're meant to be silly. No one listened to that comment and said, wow, Phil really hates Asian people because he made that comment. No one took it that way. Today, if you make commentary like that, people would be so offended. They'd be flagging your videos constantly. They've been trying, you know what I mean? Stickle. Oh shit. Well, that was close. Dude, I was joking! Dude! I was fucking joking. I said Black Mamba. There's a fucking Black Mamba I'm racing against right now. Oh my God, could it be any more stereotypical? Black fucking Mamba's right there. So, it is what it is. Times change. Things change. Honestly, I do enjoy my modern day gameplay a lot better because I don't have to fill tons of dead air. I can just relax with you guys and talk and have a good time and enjoy games for what they are rather than me having to constantly joke about them. But it's fun to go back every once in a while and watch the past and where you came from. And again, this was 2010. So this is not even 2 full years into me being a YouTuber doing this. And people liked this back then. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I will admit, it's tired. You know what I mean? Like, over time, things need to change. Things need to evolve. I don't think that if I was still doing this kind of commentary in 2023, even if people weren't offended by it, all right, I don't think this would work. I think that this would be more like, this is for a certain audience. Back then, everyone who watched my content was like a teenager or a young adult. They liked that kind of irreverent humor. I was going for basically South Park in gameplay. Does that make sense? I think that's the best way to describe it. It was like South Park level humor in gameplay, and people liked that. But over time, people grew out of that and wanted different stuff. So that's why you watch it today. We all laugh. We're laughing. But it's like, all right, well, yeah, but obviously we're not doing that now, right? Stop it. And I mean that. Stop it. You guys are living in the past.